Hi, Leo. Welcome to your weekly love reading. I hope you're doing well. There's a lot showing up in your energy this week, so let's dive in and see what Spirit wants you to know, Leo. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, and Death. And then you have the Queen of Swords, the Star, Temperance, Nine of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the final card will be the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the heart of your reading is the Star, a major arcana and a really positive one because this represents your hopes and wishes. I feel like this week, either you have your eye on someone who is like your ideal partner, or this is the perfect time for you to bring in, that dream partner, your life partner, or your twin flame or soulmate, especially with the Ten of Pentacles energy, because this represents not only love, but marriage, children, and I'm hearing commitment. So some of you just may be finding a partner where you are in a committed relationship that is aligned with your hopes and wishes. Okay, so let's take it one row at a time. You have the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands, and Death. Now, one thing that gets my attention is the Two of Wands, because to me, this card represents a delay and represents waiting, non-action. I feel like, this dream relationship, your dream come true, your ideal partner is very close to coming into your life. They're there. You may even know who it is. But there's a delay, and I feel like something has to change. I mean, look at what's going on right here, this side of the reading. They're all swords cards. This is all mental energy. This is all, thoughts. And when it should be cups, it should be love. I feel like you have a lot going on in your mind this week, connected to your love life. And I mean, you do have the Nine of Swords down here, and I'm going to get down here in a minute. But I feel like there is some type of anxiety, either over a relationship if you're with a partner, or you're just kind of worried about your love life. Maybe you're worried that, you're not going to have that dream relationship. But I see it there. So the first card is telling you the first thing they want to do is they want to change the way that you're thinking. I mean, you're being told here that there is a delay in your love life. And for some, it could be that there's a delay in meeting a partner, or there could be a delay in things really working out, maybe a relationship moving to the next level. It has to start with a new way of thinking. So it could be, if you're not seeing anything happen, well, I'm getting the message it could be you, or it could be the person that you're with. There has to be like a change. Maybe somebody's being too pessimistic, especially with a card like the Nine of Swords down here. This is the ultimate pessimistic card. There has to be a new way of looking at love, yourself, your partner, your future partner. If you can do that, this delay will be over. And you have this energy of death. This is just, it is a card of transformation. Usually when it comes up, especially like in a love reading, it means that you reach, a big milestone in your life. There's a big transition, like marriage, or like being in a extremely committed relationship, having children, maybe moving in with someone. But I feel like this is like it's being held up and there's a delay because there has to be like a new idea. And it could be that for some of you, it could even be for some of you that you have to change what you're looking for in a partner. Your life partner is here, marriage and children. Your dream partner is here, but something has to change mentally to be able to align with that energy. So this row here, Queen of Swords, the Star, and Temperance. So the Queen, this could be you, a fire sign, but this could be, someone who is an air sign. I mean, she is next to the Star, which represents your hopes and wishes. So it could be that someone who's an air sign, it's like the perfect match for you. There could even be some concern. I mean, seeing the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords, there could be some concern over someone who's an air sign that is your dream partner, and you're worried, why are there are all these delays around this relationship? Why can't I make this work? Temperance is telling you just be cool about it. Don't do anything extreme. Don't panic. Let everything happen naturally. Now, for everyone, this is not going to be, an air sign. The Queen of Swords, she also represents she represents mental energy, but she represents like being rational. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Be very objective and see the truth of what's going on in your situation. since this is a love reading, make sure that you are, when it comes to your hopes and wishes in your love life or a particular partner, like try not to get so emotional that you let things get out of control. I mean, especially with the Temperance card here, because Temperance, like I said, is keeping everything in balance, not doing anything extreme. There could even be someone who's like contemplating like leaving a relationship because there's a delay. Maybe you're not seeing the relationship progress to where you want it to be. And Temperance is saying like, don't do that. Keep, don't do anything extreme. Don't break things off quite yet. This could be your dream partner. See the truth behind what's going on here. It could be that you have to change the way that you're thinking. So I feel like she also represents just truth. See the truth of what's going on behind your love life. And I feel like this leads you to your dream partner. Like I said, this is being like very, very patient. For some of you, since this is a general reading, it's hard to say like what they're saying because there's a lot of different messages coming up. It could be that you have to be patient with someone else, someone that you're waiting for, waiting on, as far as like moving to a more committed relationship. Or maybe you have to be patient with yourself because there's all this angst and anxiety, all these thoughts going through your head. Or you have to be patient with the universe as far as bringing this person, this ideal partner into your life. This is just being very patient and cool and don't do anything crazy. Okay, so this row here, you have the 9 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 8 of Pentacles. So, I mean, you have a major arcana here, and it's a very positive one because this represents change for the better. And I mean, like, look at what it's next to. It's next to the 9 of Swords, which means that, you're really stressed out about something. Either you're stressed out about a current relationship, maybe where in the direction that it's going, or you're stressed out about your love life in general because you don't want to stay single and you're imagining growing old alone. And there's a lot of things going through your head. But you have the Wheel of Fortune telling you that things are going to get better for you. And it's a major arcana, so this is like an exclamation mark from the universe. Pay attention. You may be here right now, which is at the bottom of the wheel, but your time is coming to be on top. I mean, and this is aligned with your hopes and wishes. However, like I said, there is a delay going on here, like something's going on. You're either waiting on someone or Spirit is waiting on you to kind of change something about the way that you're thinking. But this is always positive. This is, finally like seeing positive things happen, finally getting lucky. But they're telling you, I mean, you have the 8 of Pentacles, and I feel like they're telling you there's work to do. I feel like your love life is like a work in progress. I feel like there's a lot of like steps that you have to take to make everything happen. But whether you're single or you're married, I see that, something positive wants to change in your life. And you're very close to your dream relationship, your hopes and wishes. Maybe you already have that partner in mind, but I feel like there's a lot of work to do. However, that opportunity for change is there. Okay, so let's get some confirmation cards. The first card, the Tower, the Moon, and the final card, King of Wands, could be you. You are a fire sign. Okay, so yeah, big things coming up for you with the Tower. Big things. You have the 4 of Swords energy, which goes perfectly with this message of temperance. They just they're basically telling you to relax. Like, don't stress out over whatever is happening in your love life or not happening, because the Tower is telling you that change is coming. The Tower means that, there would be kind of like a shocking or sudden change in your life. But the Tower is always a message that something has to change. I mean, considering what's going on right here, the Tower makes sense, because the Tower, it's a message that your old beliefs or your old life, they have to crumble first before you can rebuild that new tower. So it could be that, this is the confirmation that we needed, the missing piece of the puzzle that was going on over here. It could be that something has to change in your old life in order for this, ideal partner to come into your life. And the Moon is just kind of telling you that, let go of your fears. Right here, the Moon has to do with fears, but it also has to do with information that is hidden from you. So I feel like this might be what is hidden from you, is that you're going to have that happily ever after, your life partner, that ideal relationship. But you may not see that now. You may see a lot of stress, and there could be a lot of things going through your head. But the Moon is always a message that you're missing some piece of information. And I feel like for some of you, it could be that what you're missing is why this delay is happening in your love life, or, why you're not meeting someone, or why a relationship is not working out. And then you have the King of Wands down here. Like I said, this could be you because you are a fire sign. Whenever I see this card, it always makes me think of the Strength card, you know, which has to do with being brave and not letting your ego get the best of you. That's why, you know, you have this message of just kind of be cool, don't do anything crazy. But they're also telling you to relax with the Four of Swords. They're telling you that right now, like, take a breather, like, you know, collect your thoughts. And according to this reading, you have quite a few thoughts going on about either a partner or your love life in general. I feel like you need the rest. Just kind of give your mind a rest. Stop worrying so much about things. I feel like there's things that you don't know about your love life. And with the moon, these are always things that can only be accessed through the subconscious. So through psychic abilities or your intuition or your dreams. But I feel like you're very close to an ideal partner or your life partner. Okay, Leo, I will end the reading here. I hope you enjoyed it, and much love and bless.